Come here. I want to show you something. Hello. Hey everybody, Tymothy here. And I want to just say hi and welcome to the first video that I've ever done for the Deep Issue Massage blog. And today I wanted to introduce you to something. A partnership that I've been in for about 17 years and was instrumental in the development of the Deep Issue Massage method. And guess what it is? It's not a who, and it's not a, well, I can tell you, it is a what. In fact, I'm actually sitting on it. This is my massage table. This is the very massage table that I actually picked up in 1996 or 97, somewhere back when I was actually in massage school before I graduated. And it has been my partner in logging well over 10,000 hands-on hours of actual healing work with a multitude of clients, which inevitably led to the development of the Deep Issue Massage method. I just wanted to share with it. I just thought, hey man, you know what? It's actually the same table that I use today. It's the same table that I take into clients' homes, much like this, where in my private, if you're on the private side of things, my private list, I come to the safety and comfort of their own home, and we do Deep Issue Massage right in their own environment. And I thought, hey, what better place to do a little video about what it is that I want to talk to you about today, which is taking things personally. I want to talk a little about taking things personally, and then I want to give you a tool, a transformation tool that can help actually shift things in a major way, but very, very simple to use. Okay, but first let's talk about this getting things personal, like taking things personally. And if you've been a client of the Deep Issue Massage method, what you're going to find is inevitably you're going to come across someone like me saying, you know what the things that we're saying, they're not true and they're not personal. So remember that we're dealing with what we typically call negative or limiting beliefs. Right? So these are beliefs that we have self-identified that actually pull us down and pull us off track, right? And they feel true to a lot of people and they feel personal. So if you're holding a belief, like, a belief that I held for a long time, for instance, that I didn't know about, was that other people are better off without me. Now, when I actually identified that I was holding that belief, well, holy cow, did it feel personal. And holy cow, did it feel true. But guess what? I'm here to tell you that these beliefs aren't true and they're not personal, and I'm going to tell you why. When we hold a belief, something that we call negative or limiting belief, or quite frankly, any belief, even if it feels like a positive belief, I'm going to let you know this. A little bit of a little thing that I go with is I get away from polarity. I don't like using polarized statements such as positive and negative. So you won't hear me so much be talking about using positive affirmations or negative beliefs or anything like this. Because what's actually considered positive or negative is just the appropriateness of their relationship. So when we hold something that's a negative or a limiting belief that we've actually self-identified with, it can feel personal and it feels true. So let's say that you are in a situation, I don't know, let's say you've had the end of yet another relationship. And things, you have beliefs that are running through your mind. It's, you know what, maybe it's me. Maybe things never work out for me. Maybe there's no good men left out there. Maybe there's all men are idiots and fools. Whatever it is, some kind of belief that's held in your mind, and mostly when it's about you, right? So maybe I'm not pretty enough. Maybe I'm too fat to be in a relationship. Those kinds of things, those kinds of beliefs that you can feel sucking you down, well, those are hugely charged. And I'm here to tell you that they're not true, no matter how much they feel true right now. Now, this is why. You might want to write this down. Anything that's true can't change. Nothing that is true will change. All right? Nothing that is true changes. The other side of that is the only thing that is true is that which never changes. The only thing that is true is that which never changes. And what doesn't change? Like everything changes, it seems, right? People talk about eternal love and eternal gratitude and all these types of things, but have you ever really experienced those things? The only thing that you're guaranteed in life is that change will occur. Also, the only thing that's true is change. Now, when we relate that to what's happening in our content in our mind, what's true is that the relationship with that information can change, right? So maybe, if you personify this, if this is a person, this belief, maybe you had a relationship with this person that seemed to work, but as you changed, the relationship stopped working. So something changed, right? Or a relationship that didn't work. When something happened inside of you where you changed, the relationship seemed to work. It seemed to have more value in it all of a sudden, and all the ickiness went away. Well, that's a different kind of change. But the only thing that you're assured is that things will change. Things that will happen in the next moment aren't going to be the same that are happening in this moment, even if they feel overall to be similar. Now, this is great news, and this is why. If you have content in your mind that is controlling your life, you can change it. It can change. Your relationship with it can change. So therefore, it'll start having some kind of master hold over top of you. This is fabulous news, and I hope you're really getting why this is true, and there's no reason to take things personal. So if you have a belief that, I'm not worth being in a good relationship, if your relationship to that information becomes more appropriate, if it changes and becomes more appropriate, and if it moves around and you continually have an appropriate relationship with it, well, the effect that this had over top of you is going to fall away. All right? And that's what we do in the deep issue massage work. We take polarized, highly charged beliefs, create an appropriate relationship with them so they stop having an effect on you and they just fall away. Right? So it's like I used to be a big, nearly addict type person with things like O. Henry chocolate bars when I was young. My relationship with O. Henry's chocolate bars have changed a lot. Now I can see one, it can be one, I can have one in my hand, and I have no charge left in it that says, oh man, I want to have this. Because my relationship has changed. My relationship with myself has changed. It's changed. Everything's changed. So it no longer has an effect over me. And yes, I'm talking about, O. Henry chocolate bar or something like that. But it can be anything. It can be a parent. It can be a primary relationship. It can be a relative. It can be money. It can be spirituality. It can be your health. It can be anything that you have a highly charged relationship with. When the relationship changes, everything changes. So the only thing that's true is actually that change will occur, right? So when I'm talking with my clients, when I'm working with them on the table, we're talking about, hey, none of this stuff is personal and none of it's true. And it can be a bit of a struggle to get your mind wrapped around that. But I'm going to offer you a tool that will at least help you open up the space where you can allow that to happen. And that's what today's transformation tool is all about. It's four simple words that can help you transform your life. I mean, forever. And here's how it works. If you have a pen and paper, write this down. Write down, so what, now what? So what, now what? These four words, when used appropriately, will give you a whole new realm of possibility to open yourself up to. And this is how we would use it. So let's say that you have a belief like, I'm not worth, relationships have never worked out for me, I must not be pretty enough, or any of those kinds of things that are helping you slide down the hill, if you will. As soon as you can identify consciously that those thoughts are taking a grip and taking hold, what you can do is say, hey, you know what? It's never worked out for me. Well, so what? Now what? when I do the deep issue massage intensive and I'm doing the coaching, I will use this quite often with my clients, right? And I encourage them to use it with themselves. It's like when you start sliding into your story, and that's where the beliefs are holding that story in place, and you start sliding there, you go, so what? Now what? And what it does is it stops you from sliding backward, if you will, brings you back into the now, and then opens a new possibility. So it stops you from sliding, pulls you back into the now, and then opens you to a new possibility. Oh, it never works out for me. So what? Now what? Instant reset helps your mind start moving towards what you want freedom to do. Right? I want the freedom to be in a relationship. So what changes can we make? Because we can affect change on the table, but then you need to implement the changes in real life to help work that muscle, if you will. All right? So once again, so what, now what? When you feel a belief that's coming in that you find yourself self-identifying with that is less than who you know you really are, you can say, hey, so what that I felt that way? Now what? So what I've never forgiven so-and-so? Now what? So what if I've never gone to yoga? Now what? So what if I've never improved my diet? Now what? You get it? Please, by all means, try it. Take me up on this and let me know how it goes. You can enter a comment below and let's have a little bit of discussion with it. I'll get in there and I'll answer. I'll respond to you. I'll like to mix it up with you a little bit if that is. Go try it. Come back. Tell it to other people. Have them watch this video. Whatever it is, I hope it served you, and I hope you're having a great day. Even though here it is, it's the last day of March here in Calgary, and we've had like a foot of snow or whatever over the last couple of weeks. Well, happy spring, everyone. So what? Now what? Enjoy today.